Hey, how you doing? My name is Roy, and I want to take a few minutes of your time to explain to you your immune system. Right. One of the most complex systems known to man. But it's your body's defense against foreign invaders. Anything that doesn't have your DNA on it, once it enters, is killed by your immune system. Right. And it consists of blood, tissue, and a lymphatic system. Right. So I'm not going to confuse you. I'm going to try to keep it to where you can understand it. This is happening on a cellular level, but I'm going to explain it because I want you to know, especially with all this going on with the coronavirus, I want you to know exactly what happens when a virus enters your body. Not just coronavirus, but for the most part, this virus has to invade a healthy cell, and this is on a cellular level, and trick it. But let me not get too far ahead. Let me explain to you some of the things about your immune system so you can know. You have blood cells, trillions. That's a lot. Imagine a room full of sand. Each grain of sand is a blood cell. You have more than that. There's no comparison. That's how much blood cells, that's how many blood cells you have in your body. Red and white. I'm not going to speak too much on the red because that's mostly dealing with carrying oxygen to vital organs and removing waste. Red blood cells. White blood cells, your fighter cells. This is your army. Right. These white blood cells patrol this lymphatic system. This highway that runs throughout your body has white blood cells traveling on them. And on this highway, this lymphatic system, you have lymph nodes. And you might be familiar with the ones right here, located right here. Right, the thorax. Sometimes they might swell up and you can feel that discomfort. You might have a sore throat. That's your immune system fighting off an infection of whatever, bacteria, virus, fungus, or parasite. It's all foreign. But you also have them in your armpits and your groin. These lymph nodes are a tightly packed mesh of fighter cells, usually lymphocytes. And they're there to check your credentials. Just imagine a highway and they have checkpoints, and every cell that comes by has to have your deoxyribonucleic acid on it, your DNA. It has to have your DNA or it can't stay. Your immune system attacks anything that doesn't have your DNA on it. Just imagine having a transplant, an organ transplant. None of that has your DNA on it. So what they have to do is suppress your immune system, weaken it, so it could take a foreign antigen. That's how your body looks at it. If it's not having your DNA, it has nothing to do with it. It just kills it. Even a splinter that enters your body, it's attacked by white blood cells. That pus, that's dead blood cells. White. That's just been fighting to the death. They're just in place. You don't ask to sneeze, you don't ask to cough, you don't ask to vomit. This is your body's response. This is your immune system protecting you. Right. So I'm trying to keep it simple, but at the same time let you know how magnificent your immune system is, especially dealing with a virus. That's one of the words, they call it the apex predator, because your virus has to sneak in. It's like sneaking on base. You have these mucous membranes. You have intact skin. It can't get through your hands. That's why, you wash them. Your skin has certain glands, sweat, and oil that's toxic. Right. You even have special chemicals in your eyes called lysozyme. Right. It's harmful to most bacteria. Your nose entraps and flushes by sneezing or coughing. Right. So these things are in place. These defense barriers. But this virus in the air, you grab it and touch it and put it in your mucous membrane. That's how it has to get in. Right. You have your rectum, your urethra, and your vagina also. They're mucous membranes, but they're covered up. These are mostly exposed to the outside world. So this is how a virus and most pathogens get inside, and now your immune system is alerted. But this virus is tricky. It's sneaky. Hold on, I'll be right there. Excuse the interruption. But look, this virus has to get in. And somehow take its RNA and turn it into DNA. This virus hijacks a healthy cell. That's what it does. It has to disguise itself. Right. RNA is single-stranded, ribonucleic acid. Right. It's single-stranded. That's not going to pass inside the immune system. It's going to notify that, and it's going to attack that right off the bat. The virus doesn't stand a chance. It has to invade a healthy cell and disguise itself as having DNA, double strand. And this is a healthy cell. Right. Trillions of blood cells. We're talking about the white blood cells. Look. This is the cell. This is the nucleus. This is where your DNA is. In the nucleus. This virus has to get inside and hijack it. This virus has receptors on it. This cell has receptors on it. The virus is like keys. These receptors are like keys. So it picks the lock on a healthy cell, gets inside. Now how do cells grow? By cell division. All cells come from the bone marrow, but they multiply by cell division. That's how they fight infections. Right. They cell divide and multiply and overcome. This virus, it gets inside a healthy cell, gets into the DNA, hijacks the DNA. Now it's disguised as being a healthy cell, and it's telling this cell divide, replicate, over and over again. So now these viral particles, this cell weakens and bursts, and now thousands of viral particles are in your immune system running around hijacking healthy cells, telling them to replicate. Right. So these first few days of you becoming infected by a virus, you feel ill because the virus has the upper hand. It's in here replicating by the millions. Yes, but you have trillions of fighters. Isn't that amazing? Right. So now it's hijacked. You're sick. You're feeling it. But you have special fighter cells. These white blood cells are amazing. And they're different teams, but they're all in the same army. Different divisions, different brackets. Monocytes, lymphocytes, granulocytes. And within these three ranks, you have even more. I'm not going to confuse you. I'm just going to give you an idea. These cells are fighters. Lymphocytes, monocytes, granulocytes. So now, the monocyte is a macrophage. His whole job is to patrol this lymphatic system or certain organs, and he's just cross-checking everybody. Everybody that comes through has to have the DNA. If not, he's killing you. He's able to eat you alive and then go show a T cell, CD4. It's under the lymphocyte family. He tells this CD4, which is the general cell, look what I came across. We've been breached. This is all happening on a cellular level. This is what happens once it's found out it's been invaded. The general cell, the CD4, calls a T8. This T8 is trained to go. It just kills, stabs, shoots. It does everything. It gets rid of, it just attacks. Even a splinter. It fights to the death. It has no brakes, all gas. It just attacks. T8, they call it a T killer cell. It just puts in work. So now this T8 is just, if you ain't got the DNA, you're out of there. The B lymphocyte, not going to get too confusing, but I'm going to explain the B lymphocyte's role is to just record. He just records what's going on and who we came into contact with, and he builds antibodies for that. He also has special antibodies to coat and opsonize. He helps out with the fight. They're kicking ass now. These cells are getting the upper hand because they recognize who's up in here. It's a virus. First thing it does is recognize, it mobilizes the defense, it attacks, and you have special cells that come around when the fighting is done to suppress the issue. If not, your body will continue to fight and start killing healthy cells. That's an autoimmune disease. We can get into that later, but I'm just explaining your body's response to an attack by a virus. So these cells are all in cahoots to putting in this work. The B lymphocyte builds up antibodies. This is just explaining how when they want to test you, they want to give you a test. You want to be tested for HIV. You want to be tested for hepatitis. You want to be tested for this or that, the Zika virus. Whatever virus, they're going to look for antibodies. Right. They're going to see if you came into contact with it. This is the role of the B lymphocyte and other cells, but I'm mainly speaking on the B lymphocyte. It records everything you came into contact with. That's how special and amazing your body is. So if it comes across this virus again, it already has antibodies. We know who to call right away, and it's just that much faster. Sometimes you won't even get sick again because you already have special cells to fight this special virus. So we shouldn't be worried too much. We should be as far as passing and transmitting it, but you want to know how your body reacts to a virus on a healthy immune system. A compromised immune system just means, or not just means, but it means you're already dealing with something. High blood pressure, diabetes, some kind of illness where your immune system is already in battle, and then another something comes in, which would be a virus or whatever, and now it's attacking. Your immune system is overwhelmed. It doesn't have that much army. It's because it's weakened already. It's been battling already. So this is how it can happen, and that's why it's so important that we guard and protect the people that don't have a healthy immune system. Protect ourselves. That's through washing hands and taking proper procedures in dealing with people right now at this point in time. But for general information, I'm trying to tell you how amazing your immune system is in fighting off these certain pathogens. And how to maintain a healthy immune system, you want to implement the New Start program, which is nutrition, exercise, water, sunshine, temperance, air, rest, and trust. Implementing this program ensures a healthy immune system. Right. It even reverses some of the effects of type 2 diabetes. And I can get into that as well, but I just wanted to take a few minutes of your time to let you know or explain to you or give you a glimpse on a cellular level how a virus, once it gets past your defense barriers, which is eyes, nose, and mouth, enters your body and how your immune system gets over. So you feel that now you can see what you feel. The virus has the upper hand. It's taking over. But you have faith your immune system with trillions of fighters is going to eradicate this virus and take note of it. Right. That's how amazing it is. So protect yourself. Have faith in your immune system. Spread this information. Share it, with people that you care about and concerned for. And, take it easy out there. I appreciate you guys giving me some time to explain it to you. Thank you.